Stay right there, Trust. I'm gonna send the link through the chat so I can pull you up through there. All right. Nobody don't know. Right there, Trust. Oh. Again. What's this me? This technology. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You Trust, you can come through there. All right. It's only for her, not nobody else. All right. What's up, nephew? How you doing? Okay. All right. You can come up then. Okay. See, but you can't. No, hold on. Don't worry about. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. No worries. I'm gonna put the link in the chat so you come through the chat. Don't worry. No worries. I got you. This only for Sister Trust. That's it. Not nobody else. Better know as Toyah. All right. So hit the link right there. I'll make sure that you come up. Welcome everybody. Everybody come to the chat. Thank y'all so much. Just hit the link, sis, and come up from the chat. Cool. All right. Let me erase this. All right. Cool. Good evening to you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. How you doing? Been a long time.
I'm doing well. How about you?
I've been all right. I'm doing good. I'm gonna make these announcements out the way, then we're gonna get it going. On a 30-minute mark, y'all. I'm just letting you know right now. 25 or 30-minute mark. Put your questions in. Are you gonna take questions?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. On a 20, 25, or 30-minute mark, put your questions in. Put your questions in the chat on a 25 or 30-minute mark. All right. Cause we ain't gonna be here all night. All right. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness, your truth, the number one grind and one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. Thanks to everybody. I'm coming in and continue coming in. To my underrated one family that have been rolling with me throughout the years and even right now. Thanks for your continually support. Thank you so much. Let's keep on standing on the truth. Shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast, better known brother Clarence McLean and the peoples and the family. Keep on with the keep on. Shout out to the mighty LBC. That stands for Lions Den Box community, also a basketball community. I've been rolling with them throughout the years, so rolling with them now. So shout out to the brothers and sisters at LDBC. Shout out to Brother 78 Sports TV. All right, now we got Sister Trust, better known as Sister Toyah, in the building. And this is a chop up. This ain't no interview. So she gonna ask questions about me too. So we want to welcome Sister Trust, better known as Toyah. You can unmute your mic and everything. And again, thanks for the for being here.
Thanks for having me. I think we met on Mace's channel, right?
Yes. Met on Mace channel, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, met on Mace channel. Yeah. Shout out to Brother Mace tagging in a bit. Matter of fact, he's doing a live right now. He's doing a live right now. Yeah. Brother Mace tag. Shout out to Brother Mace. That's New York icon. Always into the effect and everything. All right. Now, let me ask you this one. Now, also, you can ask questions about me too.
Thank you.
You can ask questions about me too. Yes, you can. So, the first question I want to ask you: what makes you start doing content?
I think it was always something I was doing, dibbling and dabbling in. Before I was doing YouTube stuff, I was doing series on Snapchat and Instagram lives and stuff. I just like to talk, so I think it's just a natural extension of my personality.
Cool. That's what's up. Where you originally from? Parents living,
Jersey.
siblings. Jersey? I, Jersey. So we cousins then, because I'm originally from New York. So
Yeah, I'm like, how did you forget that? That's like one of the first conversations we had.
you gotta understand, been a while. I haven't heard from you. Been a while, so you gotta give me grace on that. Been a while. That's cool.
Absolutely. You
So
get
shout
all
out
the
to Jersey.
grades.
Shout out to Jersey, though. Jersey always been. Jersey always been. Jersey always been home to me. So shout out to Jersey and stuff like that. Um, brothers or sisters?
No,
Oh, okay. So you're the only child.
I am.
Okay, cool. I remember that. I gotta ask the question because some people don't know. Okay, I noticed that throughout the years, right?
Right.
And I think that more people should shout out to Sister Masona Knight. Thanks for coming. Shout out to the Seneca one and my nephew and all that. Shout out to all y'all. Sir Anthony, glad to see you. The question I noticed that I think the this space should talk about this. You and your mother have a very close relationship. I noticed that. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think that that kind of happens when you're an only child.
Okay. Because I noticed you talk about her very fluently and talk about everything. Because I caught some of it on your channel like years ago, and
Hmm.
I meant to tell you that I like that. You know what I mean? That the mother, the child interact of all levels and the growth and everything. That very suddenly, especially in our community, we don't see that as most.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to talk more about that too. Maybe I could have you back here. We could talk more about that. So I'm working on that. So I just want to let you know on behalf of me, I really respect that and everything.
Well, thank
Now
you.
it's great. You're welcome anytime. Now I noticed that you have been moving around throughout the years and stuff like jobs and stuff. I want to ask you a question. Why is so important to make moves to better your life instead of be stagnant on one place? You know what I'm saying?
I
Explain why.
do. I do. I think that that answer will vary depending on who you speak to. But personally, I have always felt like you shouldn't stay in one place for too long. I think home will always be home. Like
Mhm.
Jersey will always be home for me. It'll always be a place I'll return to. But the world is so vast that I think we do ourselves a disservice not to at least go and see some things in it.
Cool, cool. Now, you went what college you went to?
I went to Monmouth University.
Oh, Monmouth. Oh, okay. Yeah, Monmouth. Okay. I played in the gym a long time ago. We lost to the. That's
Oh
like,
yeah?
yeah. The team now was on. It was on the Gauchos, and we was like the traveling team. We played some of your Jersey. They beat us by 1 point, but it was cool though because we had relationships after that. But that was a cool play. So we played in the gym up there. So that was a great experience personally for me and stuff like that. Okay,
Yeah,
but
sports is a great character builder.
yeah, it is. But again, you can ask questions about me if you want now. Chopper, right? So another question I want to ask you is describe the people what your channel is about.
Um, I think my channel isn't about just one thing. My channel is really me talking about things I want to talk about and giving you glimpses into my life and what's going on with me. Not really about one thing. And I probably will continue to pivot as my life goes in different directions. So, like right now I'm doing stuff with my mom
Mm-hmm.
and um who knows what that will grow into. But I don't have one specific lane that I have put my channel in. And I know when I first started making content, people would say to me all the time, like, well, you got to pick a time and you got to pick a day and, you
Yeah.
you got to get some marketing. And I always felt like that was too, that I always felt like I didn't have just one thing I wanted to do. And I always felt like that was putting too much pressure on me to narrow myself down. And I still feel that way to a certain degree, but I also think that as you continue to make content, you start to find your niche and you hone in on something that resonates with you as well as the audience that you build.
Yeah. Now I noticed that you was in Texas for a while. How was that experience about?
It was good. I love Texas. I have nothing bad to say about Texas. I love the weather. Mostly that was probably my favorite thing. The weather, between the weather and the food. But
Mm.
yeah, I loved it. I loved, especially when I first got there and I started getting kind of exposed to a lot of what Dallas has to offer, and seeing blackness in that way
Hmm.
was really nice because it's very different from how we express blackness in the Northeast.
Mm.
Um, so it was culturally enriching for me. It was developmentally expansive for me. Um, you know, and it was just 2.5 years of my life, but it felt longer than that. Like it felt really full.
Mm. Cool, cool, cool. Now, how long you was in Texas?
I literally just said it was 2.5 years of my
Oh,
life.
I did. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. Still trying to. Okay, no problem. Now, the question is, you see a whole lot of things been happening to our people, politically and stuff. What's your insight on that, please?
I don't have any.
You don't have any? Okay, you can ask a
No,
question about me. Okay, no problem.
I was
Got
just
it.
gonna say, do you have any?
Do I? All I could say that I said that the black men and the black women, we have to work together. We have to educate ourselves more. We got to figure out our differences and trying to work it out best way I can, and know that we are our own enemy if we don't stick together. But say like when I say it, some of us go on deaf ears and stuff. So sometimes I just say certain things and that's it. But that's a good question. But let me ask you this question. Again, I'm saying y'all about the 25 and the 30-minute mark. Put your questions in the chat. All right. And let me say this. I have the right to screen it. If I feel it's not appropriate to assist the trust, not gonna answer it. So I'm letting you know right now. Now the ones that already know in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. So I need to put it out there. Now, are you into sports?
Not really.
No?
Nah.
Nah. No favorite team or nothing?
No. No.
Okay. That's cool. So let me ask you a question about education. Now we see that Donald Trump, I call Orange Crush 45. He matter of fact, Orange Crush 47, my fault, as I coined it. We are seeing that he trying to take out the pieces of our history that we need to hold on to have remembered by, to build on, so we could teach our young ones. How do you feel about how he going about doing it?
I'm not informed about it, so I don't have an opinion. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, that's all right. That's all right. Now, how do you got on TikTok?
How do I have TikTok?
I mean, how do you got on TikTok?
Uh, I downloaded it. I put my email address in and created a screen name.
No, I asked that question because there are some people had told me that they like TikTok because they make more money. They like TikTok because it's better informed. There are people who actually say that you can get monetized faster
I
on
wouldn't know
TikTok
any of that.
than others.
I made my TikTok in like 2019. So I wouldn't know any of that. My TikTok is from 2019 and I literally just started using it maybe 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Like I had it, but I didn't even have the app on my phone for a while because I made it right around when COVID started because folks were bored and
Okay.
I was one of them. And then I like once things started picking up again, I put it down and never really picked it back up again until like a couple of months ago. So I don't know. I like TikTok because I I find like a lot of things that I'm not finding in other social media channels I have. So that's probably the thing I like the most about it. Like I think I've been exposed to a lot more content creators that I had never heard of or would never really come across on an Instagram or YouTube or Twitter. So I do like that about TikTok. But as far as those other things you mentioned, I really can't attest to them.
Got it. Okay, let me got these questions out here. First of the book of Ronnie. Salute to you, brother. As always, thank you. He said, for both of this action packing, Papo, we could call like what you titled the current chapter and why.
In this action-packed biopic we call Life, what would you title this current chapter and why? Mine would be what the hell? What the helly? No, it wouldn't be that. Um I think I would title mine, "Oh, that makes sense."
Hmm. I said for me, I'm just grind. That's it. I just grind. That's it. Ain't no thing. All right, brother Sir Anthony said, please ask Trust what she is currently reading and what was the last book she read. Then ask her if she is doing any writing.
Okay. What's crazy about that is you're like the second person in a matter of days to ask me if I'm doing any writing, so I guess I better get back to that. But I am reading In Search of a Beautiful Freedom, um, by Farah Jasmine Griffin.
Oh,
The
that's
last
what's.
book I read, man, I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't quite remember the last book I read.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Okay, so if we're going by genres, there would be a few of them. I don't have just one. I
Okay.
love I love Kill Bill Volume 1 more than anything. Um, Clueless is one of my favorites. Um, I love Boondock Saints. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'll just give you those three.
Oh, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Any favorite music genre?
Well, I want to know what your favorite movies are.
Oh, my favorite movies, I can go. Um, one of it is Malcolm X. One of them is the Water Boy, and the other one is what's going on.
What's going on? Okay.
Yeah, what's going on? That's the three I know for now.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, those
for
are good
now.
ones.
Yeah, it's like that. So, music. What's your favorite music genre or favorite songs and stuff that impact you in your life? You know, that makes you, oh, okay.
Um, I think one of the most pivotal albums that I've enjoyed and made an impact in my life. And this is gonna probably sound weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Tidra Moses' Complex Simplicity, because that came out during college for me,
Okay.
and it was an album that I kind of stumbled upon. Like I just bought it based on the cover. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know any of her songs. I had never heard of her before, but I looked at the cover and I was like, I want to know what this sounds like. And I used to buy music like that all the time. I have a pretty extensive CD collection, but it's because I would go to the store and just buy CDs at random. Um, and that was kind of like my thing for a while. But anyway, that album is an album that I still return to, and it's like 20 some odd years old.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so like that's probably one of my favorite albums and just the most impactful. Um, but then there are other albums in different genres that mean a lot to me too. I just love music.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Brother Booker Ronnie, I'm gonna get you Sir Anthony next. Brother Ronnie said, to trust. What are key three strengths that you gain in 10 years versus three weaknesses that you will convert into strength? That's a great question.
Yeah, Ronan always asks great questions.
You always
He's
do. Great brother,
yeah,
great brother. Yes.
yeah, he like walks around provoking thought.
Yeah.
But I would say I would say 3. I'm not sure if I can say I have gained 3 key strengths in 10 years. I would maybe say that I've improved upon some of those strengths within the past 10 years, but don't know about gaining new ones.
Mm.
Um, and if I had to say what 3 they would be, it would be my sense of independence for sure, my determination, and my zest for life. I think those 3 things have always been strengths for me, but that I have improved upon within the past 10 years because I think the more life you live, things start to hit different, and then you start to I often use a tool belt as an example because it's like you want a tool belt full of tools that you can use, but sometimes as time goes on, you don't need those tools, or you got to swap certain tools out for other ones. And so for me, those 3 things have always been in my tool belt, but I may have just upgraded the model. Now, in terms of 3 weaknesses that I will convert into strengths, probably would be no probably about it actually. I've already started working on this. One of them is that I don't trust my intuition enough. And even though there have been so many things that have happened that I knew in my gut were going to happen, but I didn't trust that because I don't know if you want to call it blind optimism or just naivete, but it's like, oh man, I don't really want to go there and entertain the thought of what this could possibly be, whether good or bad. I ignore my gut. And so I started to um convert that into a strength by leaning more into it. Also, another one of my weaknesses is understanding how to balance making things about me versus not about me. And what I mean by that is when people talk to me, because people like to talk to me, I think I can practice empathy, but a lot of times within doing that, I turn inward to use myself as an example, and that doesn't always come across the way I want it to. And so I'm learning to hold back some of that and just leave space for whoever is speaking, instead of trying to insert my empirical data about whatever life I've lived. So that's a strength that I mean, that's a weakness that I'm converting into a strength because it just helps me to be a better listener, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Eh,
definitely, definitely. Got it. Sir Anthony asked, and Brother Ron, let me get back at you. He said, please ask Trust to share her thoughts on Lauren Hill.
Uh, she's from Jersey, so big Jersey.
Okay. All right, on to the next. The book of Ronnie said, if you look into the mirror and talk unrestricted to your younger self 10 years ago, what three vital lessons would you let her learn on her own? Right.
You know what? I do that a lot. I am parenting my inner child a lot these days. And so I'm it's actually referring to what we were just talking about as far as my weaknesses because I had to suffer an ego death recently, and along with that came the ending of some friendships and relationships. And
Oh,
so I think that it goes along with what I was talking about in terms of trusting my gut and following my intuition because in each of these cases I had things happen to show me like, hey, you might want to rethink this. And
right.
instead of trusting that, I just chose to ignore it. And so, you know, if I could talk to my younger self, which I do, I mean, I think I would be like, hey, you know that nudge you got? You were right about that. Don't let that go, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but that's what I love about aging too, just being able to have the insight of, oh, you know what? This is familiar. I remember when this happened before. I think I'm going to handle it differently because I've learned something since then.
Got it. Got it. Another question. Book of Ronnie, I think it's for both of us, but you can hit on this first. See, why do you opt and ignore your intuitions, institutions, and what hidden superpowers to you mute to be perceived as normal? And it goes, either of us can answer that when I'm let lady go first.
No, I think you should go first. I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, but I've been waiting. Okay. Well, I said, well, for me, um, throughout the years, I feel I'm a late bloomer of life, you know. So I had superpowers and others' perspective of my life, and I perfected it. And also, I have to say this: I coined this eternal learning. So eternal learning means to me always constantly learning, always improving, always evolving, to be right within myself. And so I had to be my own inspiration first before I show others. So I said, I turned 59 June 4th. Excuse me, I have to go back. So I said, really, I started to be so more constructive, selfish within myself. I said, really in my mid 40s.
I think I used to opt to ignore my intuition because confronting the truth was something I couldn't control. It was that I felt like if I didn't know what was gonna come on the other end of it, I'd rather just ignore it. And, in some ways that worked for me. It's kind of like the protection of fear, but now that I am not walking in fear, it's like I am much more willing to take the risk of confronting things head on and just being there to weather whatever the outcome is, because it's better than ignoring it or pretending like it doesn't exist. And I've lived enough life to know that whatever tough things I've already gone through, I've gone through and come through. So it's just par for the course. But
Got it.
I think I think my hidden superpower to be perceived as normal. I'm not sure I understand the question, but I think it's just my ability to put myself in other people's shoes.
Hmm. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, another question from Booker Ronnie. What would you cast to play you in a movie or series and why?
Hmm. Who would I cast to play me? Um,
Mm.
so there's an actress on a show called Industry on HBO, and her name is Miala, but she only goes by her first name. I'm not sure what her last name is. And I'm not choosing her because I think we look anything alike at all, nor am I choosing her based on what character she's played, because I don't think I'm like any of the characters she has played. She's been on Black Mirror, she's been on a couple movies as well as that show. But because I like her as an actress and she's young, I would want her to play me um as a younger person. Like she's just really good at what she does. And I think that the big feelings that I had as a young adult, teenager, whatever, I think she would be able to demonstrate that on film really well. Now, as far as like, you know, somebody who would play me as I got older, I don't know. Probably have to be somebody nobody knows, because I would want the story to shine more than the actress.
Okay, cool. Um, Nephew, the autism one. He said, if you was a director, which movie would you 100% direct and why Sister Trust?
I would direct a movie that is about New Jersey, because when I was in college, I worked on this documentary for one of my classes that showcased the different landscapes in New Jersey. So
Yeah.
we filmed some parts of the state that are rural, went to the suburbs, we went to the urban parts, and we went to the shore. And my vision for that was to show how all of this exists in New Jersey, but it still um is very much, New Jersey. No matter the fact that these things are very different from one another, it's still inherently New Jersey. So that's kind of what I would probably direct. Give people a some insight into all the things that make New Jersey what it is, aside from the people, because while the people make it great, obviously, I think there's so much misconception about it because of its proximity to New York.
Got it. All right. Sister 12 Vows said, what would you say about what you no, I'm sorry. What would you say that you're identifying as an empathy?
I wouldn't say I identify as an empath.
Okay.
I think it's more so just that I have a gift, and I don't think is because I think there are more empathic people out there than I am, for sure. But I think that I'm able to tap into people's emotions quite easily, and sometimes I don't want to. And I think if I was an empath, I would do it regardless. So I don't think I identify as an empath.
Okay, cool. Another question from the book of Ron. He said, if you were put in a cage to fight your greatest fear, would you fight fair or to the death? And what made it your arch nemesis for so long? Excellent question.
Ronan, you're gonna have to put that in a different way because I don't understand the question, honestly. Like I understand the first part. If I were put in a cage to fight my greatest fear, would I fight fair or to the death? I mean, I don't understand what the difference is because fighting fair and to the death are the same thing, I think. No? I don't know. I don't understand that question. Um, and who said it was my arch nemesis? I mean, that's an assumption you're making, I think. I don't know. Again, I don't really understand the question. If you could reword it.
Okay, cool. All right, all Joe, all brother G, all the rage. He said, if you could go back and talk to your, but she already she already answered that question. George,
Yeah.
she already answered that question. So we're on to the next. Sister 12 Hours. She said, I think you vibrate with a bright light and are shown to nature. Do you like stones or gems?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that's the thing, like understanding that light and how to use it because I've done a really good job of understanding how to dim it.
Right. Okay. Cool, cool. All right. Sir Anthony says, salute the brother. He said, why did you step away from producing content using one word to answer it?
That question is for Ronan, not me.
Oh, for okay, cool. I thought it was all right. Yeah, but you supposed to okay. Okay. Booker Ryan said top three favorite meals and why. For both. For both.
I assume you want me to go first.
Yeah.
I would say I like chicken parm with vodka sauce. I love a good taco and French fries. Give me a plate of French fries and some honey mustard. I'm good to go.
That's you know what? That was my late mother's favorite.
Yeah, your mother has great taste.
That's my late mother's favorite. Me, I'm a cook, so mine's varies. So don't worry about Sir Anthony. You good? Mine is burgers and fries, cheeseburger, hamburgers and fries, macaroni and cheese. I say from a distant third, I said brisket.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, brisket is good.
Brisket,
That's
yeah.
that's one thing I miss about being in Texas. The access to good tacos and brisket anytime I wanted it. I used to go to Papa Bros barbecue all the time because it was not too far from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
My apartment was less than like 6 minutes away from there. So I used to go like
Mm.
twice a week. And they used to also have agua fresca there. They would do a cantaloupe agua fresca and like a watermelon one. They were both really good. But I would always go get a baked potato with brisket. Oh my gosh. That was some good
Yeah.
eating.
That's a good eat. And before, let me put this out there. I learned to make brisket because my late father's a chef, and my late mother also come from great cooks. So I taste brisket when I was very young. I was hooked. So but like Texas always had good brisket, and my late father's from Georgia, they brisket was like.
Ah,
But Texas, you know, like that. Yeah. So Let me see. Yes, it's a good brisket. Y'all making me hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry myself, my dude. Matter of fact, I see some brisket I want to get on sale,
What do
but
you
I
have for dinner?
always I had to be a sandwich. I didn't
Okay.
cook. I had me a sandwich because I know I was gonna do something. I want to get ready, make sure the
Yeah.
flavors. I had me some sandwiches, some chips. You know, so
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, yeah, and a pickle.
Nice.
Yeah, pickle. Slice it up. You know what I mean? Big.
Gr-
You know, grown up people
Grinda,
style. Yes.
Grinda, I like this facial hair on you. The last time I saw you, you didn't have it.
Change, eternal learning.
Yeah, it
I
looks
had
good.
it before, right?
Uh-huh.
If you, I had it before, cut it off. You know, it was like change and stuff, and
Yeah.
so I went back. I said, because I had a Caesar a long time ago, but when
Okay.
I got with a Caesar, this is when I was in New York. So I stopped. So I see like little bald spots down there. I gotta cut it off. So when I went to Virginia, I came bald. No, I came bald like in May of 2011. I'm sorry, that's how I was in college at the time, and I kept it. So I had that and this. So what happened
Mhm.
was I cut it off because it was hot, And so what happened was, throughout the years, I was like, changing up a little bit. I still had a board, but I did this. So it's cool. So I like it. I went back then. I'm gonna leave it like this.
Keep the goatee.
Yeah. Everybody say that. Everybody say that. I'm gonna keep the goatee. You know, keep the goatee. What? It's 2 against 1. That's messed up, man. No, I'm gonna keep the goatee. Now I'm gonna keep the goatee. Everybody, matter of fact, a lot of people. They said a lot of people like they say because what happened. I'm gonna tell you something before you get back because I know you ain't get that long. You gotta go. I used to have. I had it last year. I had it grow like this and continue. So, but that was how it was in the cold, months. But
Yes.
but see, when you have this, you gotta have things to keep it, content with it, straight. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't. So I said like, nah. I said I'm. You know what? Bump it. I just that's it. Clean it all. That's it. So this is gonna be my look for now. I love the look. I got a lot of compliments. So hey, I think I made the best. I think I made the best decision. So thank y'all. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. When you get a compliment from a woman now, you gotta pay attention now. I know your brothers in space like the, but no, listen to a woman now. Because a woman will give you a compliment, take and run with it. Right? I'm just letting you know. All right. I'm gonna behave myself. I'm behaving myself tonight because I went sister Toyah. I'm gonna behave myself. I'm gonna behave myself.
We
But
both will.
we both went exactly. Nephew said 3 books and movies and why trust.
Okay, I'm going to take that as an recommendation. If I were to recommend you to watch 3 movies and read 3 books. Okay, 3 books. First, I'm going to start with Charlotte's Web.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go to um 48 Laws of Power.
Okay, that's a great book. Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to um anything by Malcolm Gladwell because I can't pick.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. I forgot the this is a question. The book of writing said for trust and grinder, best 3 books and movies and why. Did we answer that already? Yeah, we did answer that already. Yeah, we did answer that. Okay. Okay. The next one say, can I trust? Can I trust a compliment from a chick with a lazy eye? Um,
Well, I have a
I,
lazy eye. And so, yeah, I'm gonna say yes, you can. Because when I wake up in the morning, one of my eyes is still a little bit more closed than the other one.
mm, so we can trust you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody told me a lazy eye, a person, sometimes when a person have a lazy eye, that has a devil eye, that means they want to do something to you. Somebody told me that.
They might be right. I don't know. I'm not gonna confirm or deny.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How many minutes that you could spare, sis? Because I know you want to get out of here and then we want to show some respect.
Yeah, we can go for another 12 minutes.
Got you. Okay. Cool. Now, I do want to ask you this question that I always want to ask you,
Yep.
you know, and I just want to let me tell you that despite that we know each other for years and so we never collaborate and everything, I just want to let you know I'll thank you again to
Thank you
come
for
on and
having me.
stuff. Thank you. And hopefully you can come by, and so often, you can, because we definitely need more sisters in this space to talk life, what's going on and stuff. Because sometimes I'm tired of hearing a bunch of man, sometimes I want to hear a perspective. Oh, sorry about 12 hours. She said, I asked what flag. She said, what flag she waves with pride, underrated.
um, I wave the childless flag with pride.
Jerry's in the house. I can't go from back that. And see in the background, I got the patrons. I'm just letting you know right now. I love that. I'm telling you, that's part of my childhood too. Let's go to Jersey, but y'all will hear that in the late, y'all will hear that in the later times and stuff. Um, what's two? I know we answered two questions. 12 hours. So put it again. We missed it. Sorry, because I'm trying. Because I'm doing this because she gonna be leaving within 11 minutes. So I want to make sure we want to make sure that we respect her time. So put it quickly. All right. Nephew said, what would a perfect vacation looks like for you?
Um, it would probably be somewhere there aren't a lot of people in um very a very quaint like cabin or something like that on a lake somewhere. Somewhere peaceful, someplace I could just, pull my notebook out and get to writing, like Sir Anthony mentioned earlier.
Got it. Hey, shout out to She Stay Sleep. Thanks for coming through for that. Thank you. Peace to you
DS1 in
too.
the building.
Yeah, he says he's listening. Thank you. Keep up the
That's
fine
what's up.
work, brother. She Stay Sleep. Thank you for always supporting. That's bro right there. Well, you know what I'm saying? So that's great. Um another question that I want to ask you about Jersey. Why people fail to realize that that Jersey had rich history about our people. Why it's not being mentioned enough?
I think we get overshadowed by New York by being so close in proximity. That's really all I think it is. People just, especially when you travel outside of the country, folks don't understand states in other countries. And so that overshadows it. But I think also can be said about some of the states here because if you live in the middle states, you don't really, why would you be knowledgeable about, as they say, coastal elites? I think that's all it is. But I think we do get our props though. I think Jersey gets mentioned a lot in general, but there are other states with bigger stars, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I always like Jersey. I know, I always like Jersey. I'm gonna tell you, I used to cut out from high school and go to Jersey, Jersey City, Hoboken, and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I'm gonna talk more about that too in the near future about my life and stuff like that. Get the lights up wherever the live ended. Please put comments. It's very important, family. You gotta put comments. I want to know how you feel about it. way to go about it, because we're gonna cover some new things coming up, new stuff coming up. So put some comments on it, share this out. Very much important. If you want to donate, you see his flash up there, hit it. It goes right. It goes right back into the back to the channel. Be very much appreciated. Um, so as we
Sir Anthony, you're not the only one who thinks that.
yeah, that's like this for me. But shout out to Jersey though. Jersey got a very rich city of our people, and I think I said for me, we need to we need to pay attention. Very rich history, very very astute with a pro-black and all that. So shout out to Jersey, man. I love like Jersey and stuff like that. And so um another question that I want to ask you is this. You've been in this space for a while, as I was. Tell us what the space need to be, right? First, I asked that.
The space needs to be what it's been. It needs to continue being true to itself.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you ever do you play games when you was young? Play Double Trouble and stuff like that? You was into games like that?
Whenever I could, yeah, but because I'm an only child, I didn't really have a chance to do that much. I would read a lot of books when I was little. But when I was
Oh,
in school, I would play games sometimes, but really not a lot.
okay, cool. That's cool. That's what's up. Um, sorry, he asked me to say, what constitutes this space for you? That's alive, Sir Anthony. I'm
And
being
that's
honest with you.
exactly why I answered the question the way I did, because it's a very general and broad question.
It is. Yeah, it's alive. You ask me, it's a series.
Yeah, for
It's a
sure.
series. It's a
It's a
series.
documentary.
It really is. I'm being nice tonight because Sister Toy up here. Because I'm being nice, but it's a documentary. It really is because every 5 years is different layers. Some good, some bad. There are some that want to learn. Then you got old ones that again. I'm gonna be good tonight because I want. So, yeah, but it could be a documentary. It can. It can. That's a good question though. Don't worry. That's a good question though, Sir Anthony and stuff. But I know you're ready to get out of here. But I want to thank you so much for blessing us this chop up and
You're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. This was nice.
yeah. So and this the play people. This was not planned. I asked her, she said, yeah, and everything. And for the pictures, let me tell you what happened to the picture. I couldn't find it until like 7 to 5. Yeah, I find it in spam.
Yeah,
But it
Gmail
wasn't
be
in spam
playing.
before.
Hmm.
Wasn't in spam before. Wasn't none. And I said, this dog going.
I believe it. I believe it. We got it
So I
together
just
though. Shout
we
out to
got it
you.
together. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hmm.
And one more question. Sir, he said I troll around the beef sector sometimes. Yeah. So yeah. All right. She said, last question. 12 hours. She said, you were the only child. Did you have any imaginary friends or hang out with a lot of adults?
Both, yes. I used to talk to my dolls a lot. So I guess that could be considered an imaginary friend. I didn't have any imaginary friends as in like somebody is sitting next to me, but you just can't see them. I would just talk to my dolls. Um,
Got you.
and I did hang with a lot of adults because my mom and I are very close in age, And so a lot of times she would bring me with her to things that probably weren't appropriate for a child to be at. But it's like, what do you do when you want
Thank
to
you,
go
bro.
someplace and you don't have a babysitter? So,
Yeah, thank you. Now, before I'm gonna ask you, make your last remark. There's any question that you want to ask about me, or that's it?
um, what made you want to do this with me, of all people?
Have see you in a while, you know. And I feel that so I want some people to know about you that I know about you. That some and so my thing is like I've been doing this for a long time, so I always handpick people that I feel that made an impact in the space and also outside the space. And I feel that have you on tonight is good, you know,
Yeah,
so people will know you. So there are some people had certain imaginary perspectives in the space. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
And so for my thing, they have a lot of them had a lot for me. So I told them like that's what I feel. So, but that ain't about me. But that's what I feel about. But
Mm.
I want people to know the sister, know you, so other people say, "Oh, okay," and that's what I want. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's love.
so that's me. You know, so that's what I want to do. And for me, I'm being selfish. I want to talk to you again. You know, we haven't been talking a while. You know, so you know, you in that certain other parts of your life, and I of my parts of my life. And
Yeah,
you know, when I see you on TikTok and everything, you know, we chat and everything, you know, so that was cool. That was cool though.
yeah.
So that's
All
all I'm
right.
saying. Like, so I just want to show people that the black man and the black woman, we could collaborate together. It can
Yes, we
happen like
can.
that.
Yep.
So I'm
Look at
showing
us.
people. So that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. I'm trying to like bridge the gap. I'm trying to bridge the gap. So I take upon myself. I said, let me reach out to Toyah, see if she want to do something. You know, chop up.
Yes,
You know.
sir.
So I appreciate that. Last remarks, please.
Just thanks for having me, and maybe we'll do another collaboration in the future. I look
Yeah,
forward to that.
cool.
I'll see you around these YouTube streets. Shout out to everybody who came through, and if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and do that. I mean,
Goodness.
and the underrated darkness said the donations are accepted. Cash App is right there. The PayPal is right there. All right, like, you know, shout out the brother, show him some love. The least you can do is hit that like button.
Yeah,
Thanks
share it.
again.
That's free. When you show comments after when it's over, it's free. And also support Sister Trust too. That also free.
It
Sub
is.
is free.
It is.
If we said that we want meaningful content, we got to support it consistently. Just cannot just go. I'm not talking about you on the chat. I'm talking about the people outside. You just cannot just sit in the back and you want drama and nonsense and toxic all the time. But right here, we shown y'all that we could coexist.
All right.
So this one, like she's saying, hit the Cash App, hit that, hit the PayPal, hit all that. If you want more content like this. Because you think about it, we are brand. And trust you, a brand too. You gotta support it.
Yes, sir.
You gotta support it. So sometimes you gotta like my late father said, when you got more jingling in your pockets, you gotta share to the ones that need it. Share it. Because it's going right back. It go right back. So do that, you know. Yeah, check out more content, definitely. And and so my last one, thank you so much, sis. for everything. I got your information. I'm going to reach out to you in the near future. Maybe it might be a part 2 of the chopper, and then therefore, you could actually have more questions about me and stuff like that. But
All right.
we
All right.
talk about that. We could be a part 2, and then mostly gonna be longer. You guys more questions about me, and we can get this going. But this is like the last thing. So on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. This is the last of Sister Toyah will chop it up with me on the Darkness Round Table. And thanks for the compliment, brother Ronnie, and thanks for the compliment, 12 hours and everything. This has been a great chop up and everything. And I'm gonna put it out there right now. It will be a part 2. Don't know
All
when.
right.
But it will be a part 2, and she gonna have. And I'm gonna let you know right now. You got to ask more questions. So just let you know
Okay.
right now. Ask more questions. So thank y'all. Yeah, thank y'all, brother Ronnie. Yeah. Got you back. So she on. Okay, but sports news. The Jets has signed extension to Wilson. Garrett Wilson, he's a starting wide receiver of the Jets. Yeah, damn, I know. Brother Ronnie, I'm gonna reach out to you in a few actually, so be expected for that. Garrett Wilson, he signed for I think 4 years for 130. No, 3 years for 130 or something dollars. Sauce Gardner, they signed him. He's a starting cornerback, one of the best cornerbacks they said the last 3 years of the league. They signed him. I don't know. What's your next appearance? I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see what's going on. So I might do a live on that tomorrow. I would do it tonight, but I know it's gonna be a lot of people gonna be coming and gonna get on and stuff like that. And like I said before, they can. I don't know. That's a good question. Definitely, you gotta ask me that like during the basketball season. But that is a good question. We gotta hold that question. Hold on to that question through the season. I said in January. Ask me that question again. But I might do a New York Jets thing tomorrow. Talk about their contracts, what impact the camaraderie, because those signings had to be, those extensions had to happen. So, like I said, I wanted to do it tonight, but I'll wait till tomorrow because it's gonna take me some time, do this, gotta find a thumbnail, I gotta find what's a good time to do it and stuff like that. Cause like I said, a lot of people, is gonna do it tonight. And I know I ain't gonna really get no hits on it. And especially this space don't even really support. Brother Mace Tag, he's on the talk about sport. They don't want to support that either. I'm putting it out there also right there. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Anthony. Come back. So this is the last of it. So I ain't burn my nigga. You crazy? You bugging. You be tripping. 12 hours. You be tripping. You supposed to rep New York. You don't rep New York. Don't do that. Don't do that. But thank y'all for your support. If you want to hit the Cash App or hit PayPal or support the channel is free. Share it out is free. Sub is free. It's free. Support content that is transparent. Support content that is positive. So support that is moving in your life, that moves in your life to do greater things. Support it. We're only right here already. We're right here. Only way. That's all I'm saying. Think about it. Shout out to Sister Toyah. Thanks again. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Believe that. I'm the business. Believe that too. I'm the grinder. Believe that out. Always going to stay true, always going to be improved. Nothing going to change. Eternal learning is very important, y'all. Excuse me. Just keep on evolving. The more we evolve, the more better us as ourselves become and the ones surrounding. Understand that. Thank y'all. This one is Ghost. Peace.